Taylor, how frustrating has this season
Um, I would say towards the beginning it was a little frustrating, but um, I feel like it's been great. I feel like I've been getting a lot better, and throughout the season. So I feel like it's been going great.
We've seen guys miss their entire rookie season. It's a little less common to see guys miss their whole sophomore season. Have you had any reference points or anyone to talk to who's gone through anything similar?
Really just Colin. Y'all know his injury and when he was in Cleveland. So just talking to him, but really just all the guys. Just making me feel at home. So.
Being able to kind of zoom out, I guess, see the game window when you get a bird's eye view as a spectator. What have you learned about just the game of basketball, the NBA world?
I've been watching a lot of teams, as well as our team. I think a lot of it is just noticing how my guys play, and noticing what they like, and taking little bits and pieces of their games, and thinking about adding it to mine and things like that.
as you've been kind of ramping up physically, have you been scared at all about kind of the explosiveness or burst off of your leg?
I would say probably the first 2 reps of it, but once I get used to it, it's now I've done a lot of explosive work, so there's no doubt in my mind in a lot of the movements I do.
Where are you currently? What can you do, and what's kind of been the next steps of your recovery?
Right now, doing a lot of 1-on-0 basketball workouts, basketball drills, and then the weight room, like I said, a lot of explosive stuff like box jumps, reactive stuff, things like that.
One of the things we heard you say on the broadcast last week that you'd be 100% by May.
Yep.
When you say 100%, what do you mean by 100%?
I kind of got my months confused a little bit. Maybe I was on the broadcast a little bit nervous, but by May I'll be pretty far along, but not 100%. But I'll be pretty far along.
Do you know what you'll be able to do then, or by May, or when do you think you would actually be 100%?
Definitely by July. So right around summer league time, I'll be good. Doing 5-on-5, full contact stuff like that.
Have you dunked a basketball since the injury?
I have a few times.
What was that moment like?
I missed it, bruh. It's been a minute, so yeah.
The weight specifically, where are you putting on the weight? And I know you said you were still going to trim down, but
Mhm.
is it the idea of playing a little bit bigger, like 4-5 or 3-4 versus 3-4? However you approach that.
The goal for me is 1 through 5. I feel like I have the ability to do that. But right now I'm at 245, so trimming down to maybe 230 for the season, 235. I feel like I'll be able to still move and be able to guard every position at that weight.
What were you last year as a rookie?
As a rookie, I was playing at 215, 210. It was fluctuating around there. You know how the season gets, so.
Yeah.
What has stood out to you about the rookies this year?
They all bring something different. With Flip, his versatility. Y'all seen it last night. He's able to do everything on the court. He could score the ball like crazy, rebound, defend, and then Isaiah, being a pure point guard for us, and really being able to push a tempo and get us into our offense and set the tone. And then Cody, his length, being very valuable to us. We could really use him defensively. So just things like that, they all bring something different to the team.
You said you've watched just so much of our team and other teams this year, but how has the way you digest basketball changed throughout this season from film to in-game as well?
Just really just having a whole season of playing. And then, I watched a lot of film in the summer before this second year. So, I don't know, just watching a lot of guys' techniques on how they guard different players and how different teams like to use their, how they like to get their best players the ball and stuff like that.
Has most of your weight gain been your upper body?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. My butt's a little bit bigger too, so.
Well, on that note,
How's your brother handled this?
He's handled it really well. I would say he's a pretty nonchalant guy, so he doesn't really show much emotion, but he's been really good. So.
Why the orange hat last night?
I just wanted to switch it up. You know, you don't really see too many hats with the little wings on it, so you know. So I don't know. You know, I had an orange shirt. I had that hat for a while, so I was like, you know, let me just throw it on. So
Where did you get the hat?
this website called Hidden Season. So yeah.
Will told us early in the year you really come out of your shell. He said you've been real positive just to be around the guys, which is not how you were year one. What has allowed you to do that?
Just the comfortability and then the gaining in confidence. I feel like it has a lot to do with it. And just growing up, I feel like is a part of it as well.
Do you think like being on the sidelines, like I know we talked about like you even drawing up a play earlier in the season, but like being on the sidelines has challenged you to find your voice?
Yes, for sure. I mean, you know, you always want to be of value to the team, you know, even when you're not playing. So, you know, that's a challenge, just to try to find yourself some value and trying to help the team, you know, in any way you can.
What are your expectations for yourself going into the next year?
Just to be that go-to defender, you know, be our best all-around defender, blocking shots, guarding on the perimeter, and then just being very solid offensively, someone that Coach Hardy could trust.
Do you know what the benchmarks are you still have to hit before you're back on the court 100%? Like, are there certain things you have to do first?
I don't think so. It's just, you know, just continuously getting more comfortable with a lot of the on-court movements.
Can you like fully sprint right now?
Low key. But like, I'm not like 100% comfortable like fully sprinting, but you know, it's probably like a week and a half away until I'm like, you know, yeah.
And what are your summer plans?
I'm gonna go to Spain for the Sanctuary MBPA. I'm gonna go to Paris for vacation with the family. You know, just getting out of my comfort zone and just doing different things. Gonna do a camp back home and just different things like that. But I'm gonna be in Utah most of the time.
Speaking of Utah, I remember like your rookie year, we asked you your favorite places to go around town. Have those changed? Do you have new favorite places?
Yes. My go-to right now is Slackwater. I don't know if you guys have been there, but yeah, I can eat that. There's 7 days in a week. I could probably eat it eight days a week. Yeah.
That's an upgrade from Cup Pop.
Yeah.
Cup Pop's still good.
Yeah. We still like Cup Bop.